Hello students, welcome to class 12 physics class. Today we discuss a very important topic of this chapter, that is dielectrics and their polarization. In last class we discussed the combination of capacitors and one term is there, the condition or the factors on which this capacitance of a capacitor depends. One factor is there, that is a permittivity. And we see that if we placed any dielectric substance in between that parallel plate capacitor, its capacitance increases. That means it's related to relative permittivity. Okay, so now we understand what is that dielectrics. In generally, we can say that dielectrics are the insulating materials. They are very poor conductor of electric current. Non-conductor, no. Not the non-conductors. Poor conductor, that means poor means little bit amount of effect it can transit. That's why it is called very poor conductor of electric current. As we know that insulator has no free electrons, but the conductor has lots of free electrons. That's why when we place a conductor inside the electric field, that free electric charges induced a electric field opposite to the applied electric field, and this process continues until the two fields equal to each other and cancel each other. So that's why the net electric field inside the conductor is zero. But in case of a dielectric, they are the insulating substances, so it has very less amount of free charges, or we can say that it has no free electron. In insulator, the electrons remains attached to the individual atoms or molecules. Okay, so these electrons can suffer more movement within the atoms or molecules under the influence of an external electric field. That means when we place any dielectric substances or this type of insulator, they suffers a small movement within the atom or the molecules under the influence of electric field, external electric field. So what happened? The net effect of this microscopic movement, there is a very little bit movement, that's why it is known as a microscopic movement. Okay, so the net effect of this microscopic movement give rise to some important electrical properties to such materials. And that property of that electrical property of that insulators are called dielectrics. That means dielectrics are those insulating material which transit electric effect or which transmit electric effect without actually conducting itself. That means only it can transmit the effect, electric effect, without the actual movement or without the conducting itself. Or you can say that a dielectric is a substance which does not allow the flow of charges through it. How the flow charges are flow? Because they are tightly bound together with the atoms, and due to the external electric field, whatever the electrostatic force is acted upon them, due to that there is the movement of that electrons are very small. That's why this is called microscopic movement. So that's why they cannot flow easily inside the atoms or the molecules. So a dielectric is a substance which does not allow the flow of charges through it, but permits them to exert electrostatic force on one another through it. So dielectrics are the substances, we understand that type of insulating substances, not the properly insulator. Okay, those are the insulator, they cannot transit that effect also. But dielectric also the insulating materials, but it can transmit the electric effect without actually conducting itself. So this dielectrics can easily polarize when we placed it on the external electric field, or if we apply an external electric field, this dielectric substances get easily polarized. If we also explain how they are polarized, the polarization of dielectrics later. Okay, So thus the behavior in an electric field is entirely different from the conductor. Okay, whatever the behavior of conductor inside the electric field, so, and the behavior of dielectric inside the electric field, completely different. You understand step by step. Okay. So now just in this, from this diagram you can understand how they conduct, how they transit the effect. Okay. So in the first figure, we considered a conducting substance, and we know that in a conductor has lots of free electrons. Okay, so in a conductor, the external electric field, that is denoted by E naught, moves the free charge carriers inducing field E induced in the opposite direction of E0. That means when we placed this substance inside the external electric field, due to that effect of electric field on inside the free electrons, they will set a induced electric field which is opposite to the external electric field, and this process, this induction process, continues until the two fields cancel each other. That's why the net electric field inside the conductor, we can write net electric field E, that is equals to 0. When this E0 and E induced is equal to each other but in opposite direction, they cancel each other. That's why inside this substance we cannot get any electric field. And we also studied, when we studied the behavior of conductor inside the electric field, that time also we studied that inside the conductor electric field always 0, because they have lots of free electrons and they induce the electric field, and this process of inducing is continuous till these two electric field are, magnitude of these two electric fields are equal to each other but in opposite direction. That's why they are cancel each other. So net electric field is 0. But in case of a dielectric, because we know that dielectrics have no free electrons, and whatever the free electrons, less amount of free electron, they are tightly bound together with the atom or the molecules. Okay, so when we place the dielectric substance inside an external electric field, there is the movement of that electrons is very small. That's why they cannot set or induced the electric field like the conductor. So in a dielectric, the external electric field E0 induced dipole moment by reorienting the molecules of dielectrics. So dielectrics having positive and negative molecules also. Okay, so when we place the dielectric substances, they will oriented, that means the positive ions towards the electric field and negative ions towards opposite to the electric field. They will reoriented and the molecules of the dielectric. The induced dipole moment. So when a positive and negative charges are reoriented or arranged at a certain distance, they will behave as an electric dipole. We know that when of equal magnitude, then plus q and minus q separated by a distance, it will produce an electric dipole. It consists of electric dipole. So it behaves as an electric dipole, and electric dipole has a dipole moment. So due to this reorientation inside the molecules, it induces a dipole moment, and due to that dipole moment, electric field is induced which opposes the E0 or the external electric field, just opposes, not cancel each other. Because see here, this amount, this arrow sign of E0 and E induced is same, that means the magnitude is same but in opposite direction. But here you see that E0 is more larger than the E induced, and from where we get the induced electric field, due to the reorientation of this ions, this behaves as an electric dipole, and due to that dipole moment of these dipoles sets a electric field or induced electric field which opposes the external electric field, just opposes, not cancel does not exactly cancel this field, just only reduced. Opposite means it reduced. So from this figure we say that this E0 always greater than this E induced, and the value of induced electric field in this case for the dielectric always less. So this is a procedure, and this procedure, when these two ions positive and negative reoriented in a certain direction, when it placed in an external electric field, this total procedure is called polarization. So when they were separated, they induced a electric field inside it, which is opposes the external electric field. This total process is called polarization. Okay, in next class we also explain in details. Just keep it in your, did you understand the conductor, how the conductor, why the conductor inside the conductor electric field is 0, but here we get induced little bit amount of induced electric field. So what we can write here, that net electric field inside the dielectric, that is equals to E0 minus E induced. We can write that. That means one value we get inside the dielectric of electric field, one value we get, but in this case electric field always 0. Understood? Okay. Now these dielectrics are two types. These dielectric materials, with respect to their atomic view, these dielectrics are classified into two categories, because we know that inside the dielectric positive and negative ions are present, and they are not oriented in a such direction. Okay, so depending upon this, the dielectric materials are two types: polar molecules and non-polar molecules. Polar molecules means the positive ions and the negative ions, they are separated from first. Okay, but in case of a non-polar molecules, they are not separated, they coincide each other. When we place these non-polar molecules inside an field, external electric field, only after that this will sets the electric dipole, or it sets a dipole moment. It will be polarized. Okay, so in polar molecules, the electric it has a permanent electric dipole, and but in this non-polar, it is an induced electric dipole when we place inside an external electric field. And polar molecules, its polarization is temperature dependent, and non-polar, its polarization independent of temperature. How it's depends on temperature. If temperature is increased, the polarization is decreases. The alignment, degree of alignment, we can say that the degree of alignment of the molecules depends upon two factors. One is the strength of the electric field, another one is the temperature. As we increase the strength of the electric field, the orientation or the degree of alignment is increases, and if the temperature is increases, the degree of alignment is decreases. That's why the polarization for the polar molecule, because it has a permanent electric dipole, that's why it is a temperature dependent. Its polarization is temperature dependent. Now let's discuss in details. First, polar molecules. Polar molecules means the molecules, this is the polar molecule, non-polar molecule, both are the dielectric materials, but some differences there. Polar molecule is one which center of gravity of the positive charge. Center of gravity means at that center the gravity acts. In class 11 you studied the center of gravity, center of mass. Center of mass means we consider inside a body at a particular center all mass is concentrated over there. Like this way, the center of gravity of the positive charges and the negative charges do not coincide. That means positive charge center and the negative charge center, they are separated by a distance. That means they behaves as an electric dipole. That's why we say that here the permanent electric dipole. It has a permanent electric dipole before we placed inside an external electric field. But that molecules are not aligned properly. Okay, but inside the molecules, ions are separated by a distance. This such molecules have the permanent electric dipole, as they have permanent dipole. So if dipole is there, then the it has a dipole moment, so permanent dipole moments are there. The examples is HCl, H2O, N2O, H2S. These are the examples of polar molecules. Let's understand like this way. This is a HCl. This H is a plus and Cl is a minus. So this is a center of gravity for this minus ion, and this is a center of gravity for plus ion, and these two are separated by a distance. They are not coinciding each other. These two are separated by a distance. That's why if we see the dipole electric dipole diagram, this is minus q, this is plus q, separated by a distance, that is 2a. So it is similar to this one. So that's why this one has a permanent electric dipole. In case of this one, how we can understand, because this is here two ions are there, then we can easily understand. But in the case of H2O, so O is a minus molecule, negative molecule, and H is a plus, and this H also the plus. So the common center of, or the center of gravity of this two positive in between here. Here. Okay, if we join these two lines, so in at the middle of this is the center for these two positive ions. So now if we join these two center, this is O minus and this is a positive, this is plus, this is minus, so it is separated by a distance. Okay, I will draw this one, then you can understand. This is a O minus, this is H plus, this is another one H plus. So this is one, because one negative ion is there, that's why this is the center of gravity of this negative ion. But two plus ion is there, positive ion is there. So what is the common point or common center of gravity of these two positive ions? At the middle of this line, with the line joining them, the middle point is the center of gravity for this two. So now if we join these two, this is the plus and this is the minus, they are separated by a distance and it causes a electric dipole. This is plus, okay, this is plus. They are separated by, so that's why H2A is a polar molecule. Like H2S, S2O, N2O, these all are possessed or shows the electric dipole, permanent electric dipoles and permanent electric dipole moment. That's why these are called polar molecules. They are centers of center of gravity of positive charges and negative charges cannot coincide each other, do not coincide each other. Did you understand? Okay. Now, suppose this is a substance, dielectric substance for polar molecule, okay, and inside the polar, this is the molecules inside the dielectric substance. So you see that here the plus and minus are separated by a distance, and this P is the electric dipole moment directed from negative to positive, okay. So these molecules are not aligned properly, but inside them the plus and positive charge and negative charge are separated by a small distance, but these molecules are not aligned properly due to their random motion of the thermal agitation. That's why the electric therefore each molecule has a dipole moment. So the average dipole moment per unit volume of this dielectric substance is 0 because of their random direction. Clear? Did you understand? In the absence of an electric field, the electric dipole moments of this polar molecule randomly moved inside the substance due to the thermal agitation. But inside the molecules, the negative charge and the positive charge are separated by a distance. That's why they possess an electric dipole and have an electric dipole moment. But if we say that the total average or the average dipole moment of this molecule, this is 0 because of their random orientation, random direction or random movement of the molecules. But if we place this dielectric substance inside an external electric field, So what happened inside when a force is exerted on this molecule and they are aligned according to the, that means the towards the electric field, positive, all positive towards the electric field and all negative opposite to the electric field, like this way. Okay, they are aligned properly. The electric dipole moments of this molecule align parallel to the direction of the electric field. Now and if we say that now the average dipole moment is 0, no, now the average dipole moment per unit volume of this substance is not 0, because they are properly aligned when it's placed inside an external electric field. Okay, and that's why they possessed a electric dipole moment, electric dipole and electric dipole moment also. So in this figure, the total or average dipole moment per unit volume is 0, but in this case we cannot say that the dipole moment per unit volume is 0. Understood? And this, the orientation, the how much it orientated or little bit tilt with the, or it can make a one angle with the electric field, that is called degree of alignment. Okay, so degree of alignment of these molecules depends upon the strength of the electric field. If this external electric field strength is more, then degree of alignment, that means they are all molecules, if strength is very less, all molecules are not parallelly aligned with the external electric field. If it is more strong, then all molecules inside this dielectric substance are aligned properly. Okay, so that's why the degree of alignment depends upon the external electric field, and another one is a temperature. As the temperature is increases, this degree of alignment is decreases. Okay, this all about the polar molecules. Now non-polar molecules. So non-polar molecules, just opposite to the polar molecules. The non-polar molecules is one which the centers of gravity of positive charges and negative charges coincide. This molecule does not have any permanent dipole moment. When we place that substances inside an electric field, external electric field, only that time they have electric dipole and dipole moment. That means they have induced electric dipole. And this example of non-polar molecules is H2, O2, CO2. Okay, these are the example of non-polar molecule. You see that this also positive, this is also positive. So this H2, it has a common center here. So they are coincide each other. If we make line, join a line, so it is all 3 points are in one line. In this case also, this is a C is a plus, O is minus, O is minus. So this all this minus, 2 minus, what is the common center? That is C. C has own center is at its middle, but this for this 2 negative, like this way, H2, H plus, O has own center, but this H plus and this H plus has a common center at middle. So that's why this plus and this minus has a electric dipole. Like this way. So C is a positive ion. It has a own center, and the common center of these 2 negative points also this one. That's why we can say that the positive center of gravity of the positive charge and the negative charges coincide each other. Understood? If we see that the C plus, this is a C plus, it has own center of gravity. Now in case of a O minus, and here O minus is there, O minus. So if we find out a common center of this O minus, if we join this one, so this is a middle point, that means the same of this positive ion. That's why we say that the center of negative charges and center of positive charges are coincide each other. Okay. In CO2, what happened? Oxygen ions are symmetrically placed with respect to the carbon ion. Hence, the dipole moment is 0 as shown in the figure. If no electric dipole is there, then how dipole moment is present? If electric dipole is there, then only the we have the dipole moment. Otherwise, dipole moment is 0. So another main thing, this non-polar substances has 0 dipole moment because of their symmetric shape, and the polar molecule has asymmetric shape. That's why they have electric dipole, permanent electric dipole. Just keep it in your mind. This is one difference between polar molecule and non-polar molecule. Now what happened? Like the polar molecule, this is the dielectric substance, and here also I also explained the CO minus and C plus, why the electric dipole moment is 0, because suppose this O minus and C plus, the dipole moment is P in this direction, and for this P2 is this direction. Because of their symmetry shape, you see that this distance, if you can understand in this way also or this way also, why the electric dipole moment is 0. So these two are equal but in opposite direction, that's why the electric dipole moment is 0. But when it placed inside an electric field, it has a dipole moment, because in that time they will align, they are separated by a distance. Now in this case, because the center of gravity of plus and center of gravity of minus is same, it has no electric dipole. But for your understanding purpose, I will draw this one. But there is no distance between the positive and negative ions. That's why no electric dipole is there. Dipole moment is 0. But in this case, they are separated by a distance. So this P1, this is a P2, P1 plus P2. The total electric dipole is P1. Or because of the vector, that's why I will write plus P2, or in generally P1 minus P2. Okay, they have little bit amount of they have a electric dipole moment when they placed inside an electric field. Like this way, in the absence of electric field, the polar non-polar molecules, they are one side each other, plus minus together. They are not separated by a distance. But when they are placed inside an electric field, they will separated by a distance. You see the dipole moment is there. Okay. So they are separated by a distance. When they separated by a distance, it creates an electric dipole. So it has an electric dipole moment. Okay, so generally we can say that when a non-polar molecule is placed in an electric field, the center of positive and center of negative charges get displaced, and the molecule is then said to have been polarized. When they displace from each other, this procedure is called polarization process, or we can say that the molecules has polarized. As soon as if we remove the electric field, external electric field, then this dipole moment also disappear. That means it return back to this position. Did you understand all about the polar molecule, non-polar molecule? So polar molecule has a own dipole, electric dipole and dipole moment, but non-polar molecule, when they are placed inside an external electric field, after polarization, they have a electric dipole moment. Okay, in next class we discuss in details the polarization process. Some terms also be there: polarization density, susceptibility. Okay, so that terms first we discuss in next class. Then we understand the polarization process of the dielectric substance. I think you have no problem. If you have any problem, please write in a comment box. If you don't write your questions in a comment box, then how can I know that you have some problem? Okay, so if you have any kind of problem related to dielectric, these types, okay, please write in a comment box. I'm surely answer your queries. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.